Hi, and welcome to my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 22 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my stamping blog, www.stampingsmiles.com, and my mailing list. So I have a question for you. Have you figured out what you're going to make for your handmade Christmas cards this year? If not, it's starting to get down to the wire. And so, what I have for you this evening is a card that is simple and stunning using the Stampin' Up! Stars at Night bundle. And so, I'm all excited. And so, if anyone's here, I have a different microphone, hoping that someone can say, I can hear you. All right. So, how about we go ahead and get started? Let's come down here. Oh, Miss Roxanne, hello there. Honey, can you hear me? How's the sound with this microphone? Because I got a lapel one, so it would move with me. All right. And so here's a closer view of the Stars at Night stamp set and coordinating Stars at Night dies and hybrid embossing folder. So it's a hybrid. I'm not actually going to use any of those images, but I'm going to show you how this works because it is stinking cool. Oh, Miss Patricia says it sounds great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so all of this comes together in a bundle, and always look for the bundle discount because that savings can really add up. And with this, we can just emboss, or and like I said, I'm going to show you, we can emboss and die cut out some of the stars, and it's so easy to use. It's super slick. Ah, Miss Beth, loud and clear. Well, thank you, and Miss Debbie. Oh, I'm doing well. I am a blessed woman. Okay, so for this card, I'm going to start with the die cutting. Okay, so let me grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine as I set a couple things aside. And we will use these two. All right, give those lats a workout. Oh, Miss Debbie says she just used this stamp set yesterday. It is gorgeous. All right. So what I have here, the first part we're not using. I'm just showing you because it's so stinking cool, okay? So what I have here is a plate number 1. And then what you do is I'm going to open up, here we go, open this up. And the die, here we go. We've got this open die. And if I've got this the right way, I don't. Okay, here we go. It just clicks right in. It is so cool. It's not sliding around. Look at that. It clicks in so you know you have it. And then we'll put our cardstock on here. Whoops, wait a minute. I've got something ready for later that decided to come with me. Okay, so we'll place our cardstock on here, close it. Fantastic. And, all right, not as fantastic as I'd like because I didn't have it quite on there. Let's try again. I didn't push the cardstock over far enough. But how that clicks in is just amazing to me. You just move it around and it clicks in. Let me come down here where I can. All right, and then we'll put our cardstock on, totally over them. All right. And then we need, because this is a 3D embossing folder, we need the specialty plate. And it comes with the purchase of a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It's a little bit thicker than the plate number 3. And if you have, let's say, the Big Shot, the same size plates, you can order the specialty plates separately. Okay. Just so doggone stinking cool. I think I've said that, but look at this. So look how the gorgeous embossing in the card if we hadn't cut them. So you could do just that. But then you end up with these stars that are die cut and sliding away from me. It's right here somewhere. There we go. Look at that. Die cut and embossed. And so easy to do and just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, so I did make these when I was designing my card, and then I changed my mind and went a different direction, but that's okay. So let's put this aside, and I still need my plate number 1. And then, because I'm going to just use the dies, not the embossing folder, a plate number 3. And then I have my basic white, and I chose thick cardstock. And I have the Wink of Stella. Instead of trying to color them afterwards, I just went ahead and colored, put it all over the whole thing, but I did it ahead of time so it would dry, you know. But I just colored my Wink of Stella all over to give it that little bit of shimmer. So then I need some of these dies over here. And this time I'm going to use the intricate dies. So I need this one, and I'm putting that cutting edge down. Okay, Miss Debbie says she's going to try using that hybrid and all with gold foil. Yes, that would be gorgeous, wouldn't it? Okay, and then I like that you get a couple of some of these. And this, and I need one more. And here we go. So all that will fit on here. And I will need 2 of those. And so, oh, people. I need a plate number 2 before the cutting pad to make it thick enough for my thin metal dies. I was just seeing if you're paying attention. And then we'll finish with another plate number 3, and I'll set it on there and not scoot it. And, you know, as I've said in the past, since I'm not centering it around an image, I just need to make sure I don't scoot the dies off. But these are really cool too, even though they're not embossed with that embossing folder, it still puts a design into it. It cuts it in. And I don't know if you can, oh my goodness, that glimmer on there is just gorgeous. Okay. And I just thought, oh, that was just so much easier than trying to color, especially those little ones afterwards. And they're all stuck in there. So I've got my take your pick tool, and they've got those little poke out holes. So we'll just push those out. There we go. And another set. I actually modeled this card after one of the samples in the catalog, and I will show you. You know, modeled, didn't copy it exactly, made some changes, but isn't that fun? All right. And so that will take care of our die cutting. Tell you, I was all set up, and then because of, you know, last week when my computer shut down in the middle, I thought, well, let me turn my computer off and let it cool off, and then things, things weren't going well. Like, oh no. But hopefully we're in good shape now. All right, poke this last one out. Okay. Let me put this aside. Those hybrid embossing folders, I don't know who came up with that idea, but just the neatest thing in the world. Okay. So let me show you. This sample caught my eye, and I hadn't understood. Oh, I'm not done. I got to bring it back. I didn't understand this die until I was looking at that sample, and I went, oh, okay, so let me show you. And they, of course, use the Oh Holy Night paper, but we're having a sale right now, and Designer Series paper from the annual catalog, it's 20% off. So I thought, okay, what paper could I use? And this may surprise you. Oh, wow, I'm really getting a workout. The stargazing paper, as you're looking at that going, with all these planets and bright colors. And here is the other side with some cool skies. And so you do have the bright planets, but such a nice variety. And I chose this one. Let me put this aside, bring back my Stampin' Cut and emboss machine, because this part is just so awesome. You know, every time I think I've got it figured out, it's become, hey, I wonder what I'll mess up this week. Oh, Miss Debbie says, great idea. Well, thank you. All right, so plate number 1. And as everyone knows, we need a plate number 2. And now my beautiful pattern. Is that awesome? Oh, I was just testing you. We need a plate number 3. Okay. Now my beautiful stargazing pattern and this stinking cool die. So, you know, that raised edge, that goes down. So we'll place this right here. There we go. Another plate number 3. And we'll crank this through. Okay. And so what you end up with, you get that hole in there, and look at all the dots all the way around. That's what we were seeing in that picture. Now for sure. Well, I think I'm done. Let's put this aside. And so I have my take your pick tool, just in case any of these need to finish poking out. There we go. Just, oh, so pretty. All right, so analyzing that card, what makes this so doggone easy is the color that comes through. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And we just did all of those white stars that are over here. We just did all of these. And so we will build that up. Okay, so I want to show you something that's really very, this is a tip that will come in handy for you for a long time. As I turn these over to the opposite side. So what I have here is the multi-purpose liquid glue. Because these were so tiny, I thought about doing the adhesive sheets, but I can't imagine trying to peel a backing off. So I'm putting a dot in the center of all of these, even these teeny tiny ones. And then when you let it air dry, okay, that's the wrong side. When you let it air dry, and to where it becomes translucent, you have a really strong hold that doesn't squirt out all over. Because that's what I don't like about it. I get it too heavy, then I put it down and it squirts out. That's not wonderful. Okay, so, but because I didn't want for us to sit here, we could have just chatted while we got that far. I went ahead and I have some done. Okay, same ones, but with the adhesive that has already gone ahead and turned translucent. Put all this aside because I will use these again. And this size, I took it down to the basic white note cards and envelopes. And so these come already cut and scored for us. And then the coordinating envelope and the 3.5 by 5 cards. Did you know this is the smallest size that you can mail? You know, with a post without needing putting in into a larger envelope. That's the smallest size we're allowed to, and that works out really well. And so that then, like I said, created this background for us. All right. And then we'll build it up. So what I have here is some Stampin' Seal. Put my finger where the lines are, inch in each corner. This is a pretty pattern too, but I really love all the colors in here. So this is going to go from top to bottom. Super simple card. And I'm going to show it to you in one of the Oh Holy Night at the end. All right. So then we have this star with the wink of Stella on it. Look at that. Those are, so we get to benefit from the star that's already die cut in there, and we could save this other one for another project if we wanted, right? All right. And so then, these are big enough for me where the Stampin' Seal works really well. And right on top of here, nice, nice, nice. And then with my Take Your Pick tool, this, I'm going to line up these small ones up and down. So we have, there we go. Very nice. And then in the center, I have the iridescent pearls basic jewels. I tried the larger one. I preferred the smaller. Fantastic. All right. And so now let's go ahead and place our stars. Whoops, that's not the one I want. Oh, they're over here. Oh, look at that. See, that's exactly what I was talking about. I picked up the wrong one and I have glue everywhere. And that's what happens when I use liquid glue. Okay. And this one over here. I wish I could hear you saying, Shelly, don't do it. All right. And that white shows up so well on here. I did think about taking that die and die cutting right into it. The one that made these three. Didn't have time, but I was concerned it would leave an embossed impression around it, and so that wouldn't have been quite the look I was going for. Okay, there we go. And then I've got one that's, yeah, already done. All right, so now we need a greeting. Now there are some very nice greetings in this Stars at Night, but I didn't have a lot of room down here. And the Merry Christmas was stacked. In that sample I showed you, it was a long strip across, and that was just too long for my card, celebrating the magic of the season. And it's a personal thing. For me, I want Merry Christmas. And so I have the Merry Christmas here from the Ringed with Nature stamp set. That's going to work really well. So I have a strip of basic white again. And the predominant color that I'm seeing in this is the Starry Sky. Classic Stampin' Pad to coordinate with that. So we'll pick this up, slide that in. And I have this mounted. And thank goodness we have two sides in case I don't do a great job. All right, but it's so cool with the photopolymer, the clear stamps, that we can see through them. You know what, before we do that, hold on. It'll be easier to punch that end and then I can get my placement even better. I have here the Happy Labels Pick-a-Punch. Go ahead and open this up. And I want this one that looks like washi tape all the way in, but I like to turn over and make sure I still have it centered. Okay, there we go. Now that'll make my placement that much easier. Okay. I'm going to need that Stampin' Seal. There we go. Oh, Miss Debbie says, beautiful. Well, thank you. And just so simple. Now, that card in the book, they did everything out of gold, and that gold was pretty. But when I look in the sky, the stars are white. And like I said, this is going to just be so quick and easy if someone hasn't decided what their Christmas cards are going to be yet this year. So straight up and down. Oh, look at that. Act like I've done this a time or two. Yet that doesn't stop me from messing up constantly. All right, close that. We'll set this aside. And then back with our Stampin' Seal. The classic tags, don't you just love them? They're dry. You know, I can turn that over and I'm not concerned that's going to smear. And come over here, and there we go. So quick and easy, but wow, that white is stunning against this paper from that stargazing. And I have some other things to show you, so stick around. Knew this was gonna be really look at this is with one of the patterns from the, Oh Holy Night paper, very pretty too. And there's more than one, more than one to choose, but that's what I got done. Oh, love it. But I got something today and had a lot of fun with it, and it is the newest card kit, and the name of it is the Best Destination Kit. I thought, "Oh my goodness." Well, I was so surprised when I got them because they're a trifold. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, I can't see her. I'm not sure what that is, probably a typo, and Miss Patricia says, "Beautiful." And, I opened these up and I was so surprised that they were like this. Oh, how cool. So a trifold, and you just fold them in, then you open it up and you've got room for a lot of room for a message and a note. But then the back is decorated. These are so easy to do. You just need to stamp the greeting and add this. And look at the envelopes that coordinate with them. So these are available to order. Oh, wowzer. Oh, okay. Yes, oh, thank you, Miss Debbie. And, yes, and I just these envelopes are fantastic, and so and the stamps that I use, the greetings that came with it, but it'd be so easy just to change those out too, for, um, a birthday card or whatever. So here's that trifold. You got to see the back. I'm just not used to the backs. This is so much oh, and look at the envelope. This is just the coolest set. And there we go, our sailboat. Gorgeous, gorgeous. These are so much fun. So much fun. So I already forgot the name. Kind of remember and then I forget. The Best Destination Kit. And so 9 cards out of this 3 of each in my online store. And then yesterday I made a card I wanted you to see. And this is with the Gift of Giving stamp set. Didn't this turn out so pretty? Oh my goodness. And so again, I was thinking about the sale that was starting today because virtually everything I used is on sale. This stripe pattern is from the Subtles, and that's the soft seafoam. And crumb cake cardstock is on sale. Soft seafoam cardstock, my basic white thick, the pecan pie ribbon, and oh, well, thank you. Well, here, let me share some of these. Thank you. Someone left a comment today on my Stamping Smiles blog that she liked it, that it wasn't the usual colors. And oh, there we go. And so, thank you. All right. So it was just fun showing you some other things because our cards were so quick to do. And I'm actually really, I think, oh, I just had the name of it. The Oh Holy Night paper is beautiful, but this one from that paper you would never expect, I think is even prettier. All right, so let's come back. Um, all right. And let's see if you have any questions. And I will stick around for a bit and let you know that the Stars at Night bundle, well, that's available to order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, and all the supplies that I use to make it. Right. And so, oh, and then the sale that's going on right now, they're calling it the seasonal sale. It's our pre-Black Friday sale. And so 20% off of cardstock, designer papers, specialty papers, and when the cardstock included the note cards and envelopes. Oh, Miss Catherine says, hi from Jacksonboro, Tennessee. And Miss Debbie, let's see. How thrilled are you to have the adhesive sheets with those? Oh, have you tried? You know what? I thought about it and I thought, boy, if they didn't peel off easily, it was just easier for me to put that little dab of glue, let it set. It doesn't take a couple minutes that I need to put it aside, and then it's tacky and it's a really good hold. So that sounded easier than me on camera trying to peel that off. So that's so I did not try it. Anyway, okay, so I was saying 20% off with and that is today, Tuesday, November 14th through Thursday, November 16th. So 20% off cardstock, designer series paper, specialty paper, and that's from the annual catalog only. Okay. Um, the Oh Holy Night paper, that's not included, anything from that holiday catalog or the online exclusives, but from the annual catalog. And then it was 10% off the ribbons and trims and 15% off ink pads and refills and markers. And so, yeah, this card that I did, all these Stampin' Blends that I used. And you can go to my blog. Oh, I need to do this. You can go to my blog and just put in the search gift of giving. And right now it's to the top, but it won't stay at the top. And all the blends, and they're all 15% off. What's not included is if they're already bundled. If you get all 10 in a collection, that already has a bundle discount. So the collections of pads and refills, they're not included in the sale. But you know what? You'll save even more because it's 15%, where the bundle is 10% off. It's 15%. So if you wanted a whole collection, just add all 10 of them. And Miss Debbie says she's going to use your glue idea. You're going to love this glue idea, that just letting it turn translucent and, like I said, having that good hold without it squirting out all over. It works so doggone well. All right, and so the seasonal sale, Tuesday, November 14th through Thursday, November 16th only, for the products that we use, that, the card building basics, right? All of that from that annual catalog is on sale. So, and if you'd like to make my Stars at Night Simply Stunning card, you've got time. This card is so easy, you'll have time to get them done and still mailed for Christmas. And all the supplies are available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.